You're looking at a ship, but in 1912, this didn't feel like a ship. It felt like something that shouldn't exist yet. From a distance, Titanic didn't move through the ocean, it dominated it. At over 880 feet long, it was the largest moving object humans had ever built. Not just big, unnaturally big. Standing on the dock, people didn't just see a vessel. They saw something closer to a floating city, with smokestacks taller than buildings and a silhouette that stretched longer than your eyes could comfortably follow. The Titanic was 175 feet tall from keel to funnels. That means even above the waterline, it stood taller than most buildings people saw daily. And that's the key. People in 1912 weren't used to this kind of scale. There were no skyscrapers, no airplanes, so when Titanic appeared, it didn't feel like progress. It felt like the future arriving too early. The most intimidating part wasn't the decks, it was the hull, a massive black wall of steel built from thousands of individual plates, each riveted together with millions of metal fasteners. From the dock, you didn't see details. You saw a surface so smooth it almost didn't look constructed. It looked formed, like it had been carved out of something solid. And when it moved, slow, heavy, unstoppable, it didn't feel like motion. It felt like weight deciding to travel. The front of Titanic, the bow, was designed to do one thing: cut through the ocean without resistance. It curved forward and down like a blade. No unnecessary decoration, no distraction, just function, refined into something that looked beautiful. And when it met the water, there wasn't chaos, there was silence. Just a slow separation of the sea, as if the ocean had already accepted its presence. Then there were the funnels, 4 of them, perfectly spaced, perfectly symmetrical. They weren't just functional, they were psychological, because only 3 actually worked. The 4th? It was added to make the ship feel more powerful, more balanced, more complete. And it worked. To anyone watching, 4 funnels meant dominance. It meant this ship wasn't just large, it was unstoppable. On top of that steel giant was something unexpected: calm, order, elegance. The decks were layered like a city, lined with lifeboats, open promenades, and long stretches of polished wood. Not rough, not industrial, but refined. Because Titanic wasn't just built to move people, it was built to make them feel like they were above the ocean, not on it. You never saw the engines, but you felt them. Deep below the decks, massive machinery powered 3 propellers, driven by enormous boilers and engines spanning multiple levels. And that energy translated into something subtle: a low vibration, a quiet hum, a sense that something enormous was constantly working beneath your feet. Not violently, but precisely. Titanic wasn't just big, it was designed to feel safe. It had 16 watertight compartments with doors that could seal automatically, a double-bottom hull, layered protection against damage. From the outside, you couldn't see any of this, but people knew it was there, and that knowledge changed how the ship felt. It didn't feel vulnerable, it felt engineered beyond failure. Here's what made Titanic different. It wasn't just one thing, it was the combination: scale that exceeded imagination, design that looked effortless, engineering people didn't fully understand, and aesthetics that made it feel complete. It didn't look experimental, it looked finished, like humanity had already mastered the ocean. People didn't believe Titanic was special because they were naive. They believed it because everything they saw told them it was: the symmetry, the size, the smoothness, the quiet power. It didn't suggest safety, it displayed certainty, and that's what made it so convincing. Before it became a tragedy, Titanic was something else entirely: a statement, a belief that human engineering had reached a point where even the ocean was no longer a threat.